data professionals to talk about everything related to data. So, hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Let me know how you're doing. It is a beautiful day out where I live. Looking forward to the day. So, hope that you're also having a good day. I have no agenda when I come in and talk and put these meetings together. So, whatever is on your mind, whatever you want to talk about, please let me know. I'm here to listen and just let me know what's going on in your life. So, as always, welcome. I want to know what you're doing to improve your practice as a data professional. Hopefully, you're doing something, right? You got to be doing something to move yourself forward, right? So, I hope that you are reading something, programming something, anything to get you moving, right? So let me know what that is. I'm here to listen. I'm here to give advice, get advice, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm here for it. So I usually stream twice. I stream here on YouTube and then I switch over to Instagram whenever this is over. I tend to do it at this exact time. So whatever time this is in your time zone, feel free to keep on coming back. Um, it's very rare when I cancel, but generally speaking, you can find me here online. So hope you're doing well. And yeah, let me know what's going on in your life. In the chat, we have Manoj. Manoj says, "Good morning, Sir Dennis. Greetings from Bangalore, India." Good morning to you too, Manoj. How are you? So good to see you. Hope you're doing well out there in Bangalore. Hope everything is good with your business and everything else that you're doing out there. So let me know how you're doing, Manoj. But everything is good on my end. Having just having a nice start, easy start to the weekend. It's a little bit of a holiday weekend here in the U.S., so I feel like I've been uh, holidays since Wednesday because of Thanksgiving. But everything is well over here. Casual Economist says, "Good morning." Hey, Casual Economist, how are you? Speaking of people on 4-day weekends, that definitely counts for Casual Economist. So hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good holiday. Casual Economist says, "I got the post-holiday cold." Really? Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that, my friend. That's one of the things I don't really share a lot, but I don't get sick very often, guys. I just do not get sick. Knock on wood. Of course, now I'm going to get a cold now that I said that. But I go years and years in between colds and flus. So I'm actually feeling pretty good after the holiday. I had a really nice time with my parents. I had Thanksgiving over with my parents. But yeah, sorry to hear that you're not feeling well, Casual Economist. Hopefully that'll clear up for you. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes with the colds and all the timing and all that. Manoj says, "I'm doing good. Everything is going good." Good. Glad to hear it, Manoj. Glad to hear it. I know Thanksgiving isn't a holiday in India, but for those of us in the U.S., we're in the middle of a very long weekend here. I keep on reminding myself that today is Saturday, not Sunday, because it feels like the weekend should be closer to finishing. But it's only Saturday, guys. It's only Saturday, and that's a good thing. So, anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know if there's anything you want to discuss. Um, been reading a lot of different policy items around AI recently, a lot of articles around AI, a lot of articles around the financial burn that some of these companies are going through, right? I think it was the New York Times that recently had an article about that, about the financial burn that OpenAI is going through on a weekly, monthly, quarterly basis. So that seems to be a very hot topic recently. But AI is going to keep on powering forward, guys. Going to keep on powering forward. So those are the types of things that I'm reading. What are you guys reading? What's catching your attention? Anything interesting out there for you guys? Let me know. Um, I'm just moving forward and looking forward for the rest of the year. Looking forward to December. December is right around the corner. I think we have 1 or 2 more days in December, and then it'll be January, and then January brings CES season, so I'm looking forward to that. In December, we get a lot of the scheduling for CES that's coming out. So, really looking forward to that. Manoj says, what would you recommend to improve soft skills? To be honest, it's hard to handle stakeholders. Um, so, Manoj, do you want to provide any more details there? Because there is no single item for handling stakeholders, right? Like, what are we talking about there? Are we talking about proposals or education of stakeholders or managing their expectations or managing the project itself, managing their involvement, right? One of the reasons you want to have soft skills around stakeholders is because you're going to need the stakeholders. You're going to need the stakeholders, right? Stakeholders need to be involved in the collection of your data, the validation of your data, the validation of your results, acceptance testing, right? All that stuff. So Manoj, if you want to provide a couple of more ideas, I'd appreciate it. But let me know because there's a lot of things that come to managing stakeholders, and I think that there's a different approach, maybe not a different set of soft skills, but a different approach at each one of those. 3657, welcome. I think it's your first time. 3657 says, hey, where are you from? I'm from Earth. I'm from Earth. Where are you from? Welcome, 3657. Feel free to introduce yourself. Feel free to let us know what's going on in your world as a data professional. But thanks for being here. Casual Economist says, I'm just relaxing today. I got nothing new. Casual Economist, but that's you every day. That's you every day. You have like a great life, man. You get to work from home and all that. You just described every day. You gotta let us know what's going on today, not every day. Oh man, I love being able to work from home because it is like I can nap anytime I want. Like how great of a job is that, right? 3657 says, hi, I'm Shoria, an aspiring data engineer from India. Nice. Okay, welcome, Shoria. Yeah, so Shoria, I am based in the United States and we have people from all over. I am fortunate to have followers all over the world, so welcome. Anything we can help you with, let me know. Aspiring data engineer, that's cool. You know, I wish I could do like a psychological study on that about what makes people want to become data engineers. Because to me, that's fascinating. It's such a unique part of data science that it always makes me wonder why people choose that specifically. Like, nothing wrong with it per se. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I guess I'm curious because I don't know if I choose it for myself, but I don't know. I wish that there was a way to do that, some sort of study on why people choose the individual parts that they do, right? I don't know. Um, so Manoj says initial proposal. Okay, so Manoj, you were talking about how you can work on soft skills for stakeholders for initial proposal during the initial proposal phase. Okay, so let me think a little bit about that. So I guess I'm thinking first of what are the initial problems that you're gonna run into, right? Like what is the pushback or what are the questions that they're gonna give you, right? So Manoj, I think I would tell you that for the initial proposal, the most important part is to understand that you are a data science team, not a business team. So you should be they're going to be asking you a lot of questions, but you should be asking an equal number of questions, if not more, right? Because they're going to be asking, what about this? What about this? But they're asking because they don't know you as a data science team. Well, you don't know them as a business team either, right? So that's a soft skill, right? Being able to be engaged with them, ask questions, ask the right questions, There's a skill in that, right? And there is a certain amount of soft skills that come with that because you want them walking away with a feeling of, well, that Manoj guy is pretty smart because he was asking us a lot of questions. He was interested in what we have to say. He was interested in our business, right? Excuse me, sorry. Like that in itself is demonstrating a soft skill, right? That curiosity. Another thing that I think is also critical at that stage is your own confidence, right? What is the confidence and the professionalism that you either are or are not projecting in your discussions with them, right? Because look, everybody out there, every business person, non-business or non-technical person, technical, everybody knows that building an algorithm is serious business, right? You don't take that lightly. Nobody takes that lightly. So they want to walk away with a feeling of like, yeah, Manoj is our guy. He knows what he's talking about, right? So being able to project that confidence in your voice, in your questions, in the potential solutions, in all of that stuff, that's an important soft skill, right? How you introduce yourself, how you project your voice, your presence, your presentation. I'm assuming you're doing some sort of presentation or slides or something else. All of that counts, right? Because they want to know that, yeah, we're about to take on a big project, but this guy knows what he's talking about, right? And then from there is how are you following up, right? What are the to dos that you walked away from the meeting? What are the to dos that the stakeholders, walked away with? Are you keeping them accountable to that? Are you delivering on your answers, right? The answers that you promised to get for them or research for them or whatever the case may be, right? So, Manoj, that's what I would tell you, that it's a combination of the confidence you display and of the questions you ask, the curiosity that you demonstrate in their business, and kind of like just like the overall quality of how you're representing your team, how you introduce yourself, how you represent your skills, how you represent to them what is possible. All of that combined counts into the soft skills for the initial proposal phase, right? It's very much like a dance or like a nightclub, right? You want to go and have fun and like you're meeting each other, right? Like you're meeting a new person for dating or something, right? Because if you do end up working on the project together, if the proposal gets approved, you're going to be working together a lot, right? So that all plays into it, right? How easy you make it for them to get to know you and to have confidence in you. So Manoj, I hope that helped. Let me know if it did. But those are just the general thoughts that come to mind during that initial proposal phase. Um, I think there's maybe a couple more things to it that I would add later, because you also want to make sure that you're giving them realistic timelines and you're promising things that are achievable not just for them but also for you vis-a-vis your team and your capabilities of your team, right? But that's a little bit of soft skills, a little bit of leadership, right? But that's what I would tell you, Manoj, right? How you carry yourself, the presence, the questions you ask, how you uh, how you represent the possibilities of data science to them. All of that counts for the soft skills. Yeah, I think I'm pretty comfortable saying that. Okay, so Manoj says true. Okay, Manoj. Well, I'm glad that's resonating with you, because that does feel like the right answer. I mean, obviously, you know, I would adjust if there's like more details there or for different people or different attitudes or things like that, right? You might want to adjust, but that feels like the right answer there. Yeah. All right, guys. So I'll tell you what. Meet me over on Instagram. I'm gonna switch over there. But as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Please take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.